Is it worth upgrading to the Xbox Series X if you're playing on an Xbox One, One S, or One X? Let's jump into this and find out. It's a very challenging question, and I'm sure a lot of you are in this position where you already have one of these three consoles and you're debating, should I upgrade to a Series X, or maybe should I even get, let's say like a Series S. There's a lot of questions out there. Is it worth upgrading to the Series S or the X versus, just sticking with my current console? So let's go ahead and jump into this. My name is Nikolai, and this is Joyshift. I like to film and build cool cars in Forza Horizon 5. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can always be the first one to watch new videos. We're gonna learn a whole lot about cars, we're gonna customize them, we're gonna drive them, and just have a lot of fun with them. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. If you have an Xbox One or One S, go ahead and upgrade. Even if you go from let's say a 1S to a Series S, it is totally worth the upgrade. You can definitely feel the difference just playing graphically, quick resume, the load times. There's a lot of small features here that add up and really make it a lot more noticeable. If you're playing on the Xbox One consoles, you will not have ray tracing, quick resume. Load times are going to be a lot longer. So it's just more so like user experience when you're playing the game. So not only does the game graphically look better, or resolution wise, it has a higher resolution. Not only does it look better, but it also is just a better experience because you can literally load up a game that would used to take 5 minutes. Now you can load it up within a minute. Or if you actually have quick resume, because all these series consoles have quick resume, you can literally load up the game in not even a few seconds. I mean, literally the moment you press start on the game, if you have quick resume, you're probably 5-10 seconds in and you're already playing the game, which is awesome. And with the way quick resume works is you're going to load up from the last part of where you last left off. So it's a very quick, simple feature that works, and just it makes life so much more efficient when you're playing the video game. It just makes it more enjoyable because you don't have to wait for the game to load up every time you want to play. So I think that's a huge benefit. Like, even if quick resume was the only benefit to upgrading, I think it would totally be worth it. But now for me, I like seeing in high resolution. So this becomes a question of, if you already have, let's say specifically a 1X, should you upgrade to a Series S, which actually has less teraflops and lower resolution than a 1X? I would say if you have a 1X, it's not worth upgrading to a Series S, but it is worth upgrading to a Series X, because here's the thing. While the Xbox Series S has less teraflops than the 1X, you would think, okay, so the 1X is going to be more powerful because it's playing in 1440p. Meanwhile, the 1X is actually playing in 4K. So you think, okay, on paper, it's clear evidence that the 1X is the better console. So it's kind of a waste of money to upgrade from the 1X to the Series S. And I would, for the most part, agree with that. But here's the thing. The Series S uses a new architecture, which is much more efficient. So it's able to use less power, basically, to produce a higher quality image. So when you're playing the game, the fluidity of the game, the frame rate is better. It's just a much smoother running game. So even if you are playing in 1440p and not 4K, it still does offer you a better user experience. Now the thing is, the Series S does do upscaled 4K, so it's probably not going to be as, it's not going to be like the native 4K on the 1X or the Series X, but it is still going to offer, that really high quality look that we all want. And I think it's not worth it to go from, let's say, a 1X to a Series S, but it totally is from a 1X to a Series X, or let's say a 1S to a Series S. If you have a 1, it's a no-brainer. Literally upgrade to any of the series consoles and you're going to see a drastic difference. It is so noticeable. But I think for me, definitely a huge thing is just going into resolution, load times, and quick resume. This is the main benefit here. And then also you have to realize that new games that are coming out are going to be optimized for these consoles. So for example, with Unreal Engine 5, The Matrix Awakens, that game is only available on the series consoles. So if you have a 1 console, you're not going to be able to play that game. And I think we're going to see this with a lot of games in the future. So I would think if you get a Series X, or maybe even a Series S, it's going to be future proof, right? All the games that are coming out are going to be optimized for the series consoles. Now the Xbox Ones are outdated. They're last gen. So video games just aren't going to be made for them anymore. They might still be able to run on those consoles, but they're not optimized for them. So they're not going to run as smooth. Like for example, Forza Horizon 5, you can only run it at 30 FPS, but on the new consoles, you can run it at 60. And now I know all the PC guys are going to come in here and say, oh, I can run it at 160 FPS, blah, blah, blah. But we're just talking about Xboxes here. So you can basically double your frame rate by playing on a series console. And it's just, I don't know, it's something that, it's about the fluidity, right? You're playing the game, it's much smoother. And I think that's what's really important, is you want to have a smooth operating experience when you're playing the game. And that's really the main takeaway for me. So, it all depends on what you want. If you're still just playing like once a week, honestly, just stay playing on your 1. But if you want to upgrade to a series console and get that higher quality, and you're still going to enjoy the games, but it's definitely going to be in a higher quality experience. So definitely do upgrade, I would say. but it's also, you know, down to price point. Are you willing to pay the $300 for a Series S or the $500 for a Series X? Are these features worth it to you? You know, do you care about load times, or are you able to just keep living with the 5-minute load times? You know, it's really all up to you. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video and want to see many more just like it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because we're gonna have a whole lot of other tech videos on this channel. And make sure you check out the channel for other video gameplay videos, because we have a whole lot of fun with that. Other than that, see you in the next one.